So 30 years after Massimo Tamburini designed the 916, Ducati has paid homage to that bike with the brand new and equally stunning Panigale V4.
And we got invited, and Ross went to the launch.
Yeah, you didn't go. What? Yeah,
I didn't go.
Why
It's
not?
too far.
Too far. The launch event was up at Carryong at, I think it was Worthington's Ducati.
Yeah.
So from where we are in the city, about an hour's drive, that was all right. After work, cruised up there. So Teagues, it was a typically stylish Ducati event.
Yeah.
But in this one, only one bike was being launched, and that was the brand new Ducati Panigale V4.
Right. Did they have all the other bikes still on show?
They had some other bikes on show, including there was a couple of 996s and a couple of other bikes. But yeah, it was all about the new V4.
Yeah. So what were your main takeaways of the bike?
So first up, the horsepower. So this one makes 216 horsepower
Ooh, God.
at 13,500 RPM, and the US version is 209 horsepower at 12,500 RPM. And interestingly, at that kind of horsepower, they're the only bike that is Euro 5 compliant. But you can put a full Acropovic system on it, and that'll give you 228 horsepower.
Oh, easy. Just what you need.
Just what you need, more horsepower. So they really stressed that they wanted to make this bike easier to ride and more sort of rider focused.
Okay.
And reduce sort of riding effort. So it's fast over a longer period of time. So it's not just one lap time that'll be quicker. They want to make it faster over many, many laps. So it's a bike that's really track focused.
Yeah.
I think it'd still be great fun on the road,
Yeah.
but it's a track focused bike. They also wanted the bike to increase riders' skills. Some of the accessories they've included are things like cruise control.
Oh, cruise control.
Yeah.
What, just when you want to keep like a consistent speed on the...
I'm assuming
Racetrack?
that's not for on track, but you know they've got cruise control on the bike. They've also got a USB port. There is turn-by-turn navigator,
Okay.
and there's also tyre pressure monitoring. And the tyre pressure monitoring, I thought that would have been a standard thing.
Yeah.
But it did apparently come up as an option. Not sure if that is. It might be a standard thing. And they also explained why they went with the double-sided swing arm on this bike. And that's been something that's been a bit divisive on this bike when it was announced.
Yeah.
I really like the single-sided swing arm.
Yeah, whereas like my brother-in-law, he hates it because he loves his Ducati to be very symmetrical.
Yeah. So with this one, it's got the double-sided swing arm. It was basically to make the bike more rigid, and it didn't affect track times in a negative way. In fact, it made the bike faster.
Oh, just what you need.
Absolutely.
All right, so what did you love about the bike?
So the first thing is the front end.
Yep.
I loved the wings. They now are integrated into the fairing.
Yeah.
Not like this. They don't look like they're stuck on like the older version of the bike. So that was number one.
It's a pretty strong look, I will say. Like those wings, when you look at it from the front, it kind of looks like the Predator mouth when they
Yeah.
open their mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's an aggressive looking front end, but I think it works so well with the look of this bike.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I like it. I think, and I must admit, it looks better in real life than it does in any pictures that I've seen.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The other thing I like is the diamond-shaped tank. I think that looks incredible.
Yep.
The back of the bike is a bit lower, which I think looks good.
Yep.
Which means the proportions and the lines of this version of the Panigale look, to me, absolutely perfect.
It's quite an aggressive kind of looking bike, but
But I actually think it looks less aggressive than the old version,
interesting.
apart from the front end. And you can clearly see the silhouette of the 916
Yep.
with this new V4, and I think that's a wonderful thing.
So the big question is, when do we get to ride it?
Well, I did speak to the lovely Marley from Ducati Australia, and she has promised us one in the early new year, right in the middle of summer.
Not again! No!
Yeah, hopefully the heat's not as bad on this one, but it'll be fun. You don't have to ride it if you don't want to.
I'll ride it, but God, Ducati in summer it's a trial.
It'll be okay in summer where the summer has only reached like 20 degrees.
Yeah, well, last time it was 40, so we'll see.
So we would love to shoot some more classic Ducati rider stories. So if you have a 750 Super Sport or a 916 or any classic Ducati really, then hit us up. But for now, check out this playlist of Ducati rider stories, starting with the only guy I know who has a Ducati tattoo, Potsy and his 900 SS.
It's fucking nice, I'm